ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to race number 4 of the RSF1 season. As you can tell in front of us, this is a different grid. And you can see also we are jumping, I believe, straight into Q2 because it wasn't a Q1. Now, we're with F4 now on commentary, and in the future, probably be streaming it. So, fingers crossed we stay as we are, but things have changed with my schedule, and I'm no longer with the F2 team. I am now with F4 for the time being. So fingers crossed it goes well. But as you can see, in this lobby right now, you've got RSF1 Lincoln. You've got Double, who's quick. Tennis, who's quick. Immortal, quick. Source can be quick if he puts his mind to it. Desbro, Braver Container. RSF1 Millsy. Button. We've got a good grid here. Old Manzi. Trick to Pines. I don't know who he is, but he's new around here. Pierre B is here as well. And as you can see, Millsy has crashed. Millsy has crashed here in qualifying and is starting outside the top 10 now. Probably starting 15th or somewhere like that. As you can see, he's lost it after the long right-hander and the car's just kicked him out afterwards. And Immortal has also lost his front wing. Don't know what's happened to Immortal, but he's lost his front wing. And now, it's a shootout to see who can get themselves out of Q2. And I don't know what's going on here. Trick 2 Pines and Immortal just basically stopped on the apex. I know they were trying to get out of the way of somebody, but you don't stop there. Now, Double coming to the line. Can he do enough to get himself out of this session? Goes to 8th, but he's on the medium tyres. Could be in a lot of trouble. Icy Boy to the line. Jumps up to P4. And it looks like Pierre, Trick 2 Pines are both out. Button out. Millsy is obviously out because he's crashed. Now, the only man that can put anybody else is Immortal. Coming around the final corner, can he eliminate Double from Q2 here and put him in a bit of trouble? Immortal, I think, does just enough to drag himself into Q3, which will be his best performance so far because he's always starting at the back. And he does. Immortal goes P2 in that session, but Desbro completely in a league of his own there because he went out in the sauce. Now, Source goes fastest at the moment. Now, Desbro coming to the line. Can he improve on that? Does a 33.1, so Source is currently the fastest guy in the session. But there you are, RSF1 Kachow goes top. Fishstick second, Immortal third. Source is now down in 4th. Here comes Icy Boy. Icy Boy has invalidated, I didn't see it. Now, RSF1 Lincoln, 6th. Not good enough for Lincoln. He was one of the favourites for pole position here. Now Tennis coming to the line. Can Tennis improve? Tennis goes P4. Good first lap there for the AlphaTauri driver. Now Braver Container to the line. P3. Now Old Manzi to the line to complete the first run of drivers. And he goes in 9th place for a 33. And I don't know what Icy Boy's done here. But he was entering the pit, and he's gone too deep, and he's now got to do another lap. He's so lucky that he didn't drive into the pit wall there, because that would have retired him on the spot. Very, very fortunate, but he now has to do another lap, and he'll be out of sync with everybody else. Desbro to the final corner. Limited on fuel. Can he do enough to get himself at the front row? He will not. He's P5. P5 right now. Now, Immortal! No! Immortal's had a good chance here to improve, and he's spun on his lap. Now, I don't really know what he's doing. He's reversing, driving forward. He's getting out of the way of the Ferrari, I believe that was, of Fishsticks. But questionable driving there from Immortal. Big mistake. And he's probably going to be out now unless he's got time to go for another lap. And Fishsticks now coming to the line. What does Fishsticks do? He goes P1. Provisional pole, 32.3 at the moment. Can he be beaten? Tennis to the line. P7. Kachow is done. Braver Container's done. Who else can improve? Desbro to the line. P4. Old Manzi. Lincoln is retired. Lincoln's in the pits. He's done. Icy Boy around on his only lap in qualifying. What can he do? P10. And that looks like that's qualifying done. And it would be a disappointing one for RSF1 Lincoln. He's starting down in P9. He'll be very disappointed with that. As you can see now, we've got the countdown, which I'm going to use to give my voice a break. Because for some reason, I decided not to edit this part out. Now, I don't know if it was because I was planning on doing the commentary over this, but that doesn't make any sense because I will be doing the grid anyway. And as you can see now, TYG Road joined the session late, starting from last. Then you got Pierre B, 26-11, starting in 15th. Then Trick to Pines in 14th place. Then you've got in front of him, in the Aston Martin car, Button 22X, otherwise known as RSF1 Button. You'd have seen him last season in F4 with me. Then P12, RSF1 Millsy, who did crash out, but he's starting in P12. Don't know how he's managed that, but well done on him. Then you've got RSF1 Double starting in P11 in the Red Bull car. So both Red Bulls outside the top 10. Then you've got the new driver, Ice Boy Fox 08, starting in P10. Then the championship leader, RSF1 Lincoln, starting in P9. With RSF1 Source starting in P8. And I don't know why we're not switching. And there is his teammate, Tedist, or Ted First, starting in P7. Then Immortal in P6. He's got a nosebleed where he's starting from. He's not used to being this far up in quali. Then you've got Braver Container in the Alpine car in P5. Just in front of him is Desbro. Then you've got Old Manzi starting in P3. RSF1 Kachow starting in P2 in the Aston Martin. And your pole sitter today here in USA is Fishsticks 957 starting at the very front for Ferrari. They're not used to this, but he's going to have to hope for the best start possible. He's on the medium compound tyres, as are most of the grid. Now we get up to the 5 red lights. And it's go, go, go here for the USA Grand Prix in F4 in RSF1. Can we get a clean first corner? It bunges up into the first turn. There's a bit of contact at the back there with the AlphaTauri and the Mercedes, I believe. One of the cars is off the track by a mile at the back there. I believe it was Red Bull. Lincoln just stays out of trouble. And then a Haas in the background. Ice Boy Fox is off the circuit. Chaos at the moment, but everyone's keeping it relatively clean so far. Side by side into the S section. Now we're on board with Braver Container. He is just following through. He's got a 5-second time penalty for gaining 2 places. I don't know what he's done there, but he must have just cut an S corner and just cheated somewhere along the line and managed to gain himself an advantage. Hence why we was just looking just to see what's going on. Position changes. The biggest gainer so far is TYG Rogue starting at the back. He's already up in P11. And the biggest loss, I would say, it looks like RSF1 double, but the red is very difficult to see in the background. But what a start, clean start for everybody. And you can see down the inside Source on Braver Contain, or was that on Immortal? That was on Immortal, and he gets up to P6. Good start here for Source, he's doing very well. 2 positions gained for the AlphaTauri driver here on lap 1. Now you got Lincoln, who's gained 1 position, past Tedis somewhere along the way. Rogue is now up into P10, so he's gained 6 positions. He is flying right now. And you can see everyone's starting to get in the dirty air, and there's a couple of cars trying to get away from each other now. There's gaps forming. But Lincoln under pressure now from Tedist, who seems to have started very well. Got those tyres nice and warm, nice and quickly. And now we look at Source. What's Source up to here? Source in 6th place, just going about his business. And there's a spin! There's a spin, it's Braver Container, he's around. He's made a big mistake, Braver Container. And there's chaos in the background, a Red Bull was around. And I don't know who else was. It's Double. Double spun. Double's in trouble here. That's unfortunate for him. And, I mean, there's not an awful lot he can do, but just to continue. And Braver Container's in the pit lane, and he's retired. He's retired on lap 1. Well, the first part of the track. And Ice Boy's retired on track, which I can tell you now is a penalty in the long run. Very unfortunate, but you need to read the rules, guys. Is what it is, but we move on. Now we got Tedist back down in 30th, and there's a spinner. Rogue had an amazing start, and he's had an incident and gone around on his own accord. Double's gained a 3-second time penalty. I don't know if it was his first or another one. Not overly sure. And he's also retired. He's brought out a VSC. Double is out and brought out a VSC. I wasn't paying overall attention there, did not notice. Now, you can see Immortal and Source have both been given a drive-through for speeding under the VSC. Now, that's a glitch, unfortunately. It just jumps up and down and there's not a lot you can do. Now, Trick 2 Points going for the dummy move on Button. Is Button going to give him space? Just about, but Trick 2 Points sort of hits him. Is Button going to come back in? Button comes back down the inside. Was there more contact there? I think there might have been, but Button lets him go in the end, and he's got past him there. Now we're looking at Source again. Source goes for the cut back on the car coming out the pits of Desbro. Can he make the move stick? Was Desbro to stay in front on those hard tyres, which is going to compromise RSF1 Source quite badly because he's now stuck behind the hard tyres on that Alfa Romeo, I believe it is, of Desbro. And he's doing everything in his power to get past him, but he just can't do it. Rogue has spun. Rogue's had an incident. That's unfortunate for Rogue. And he is back at the back. And he spun again, hitting the wall. And he's done like 5 or 6 pirouettes. Not really sure what's going on with Rogue there. But as you can see, Lincoln now in the pit lane. Lincoln started in 9th place. He's currently in 6th. And he is now trying to regain any sort of position. Poor championship start. Well, poor starting position for the championship leader. I've mixed my words up there, and you can see a couple cars coming out the pit, and it looks like they've all avoided any sort of confrontation. But you can see Desbro going for a move now, down the inside of Pierre B. Is he going to make it stick? Very brave into the S section, and Source is trying to follow him through, but I think Source backs out, and he does for now. But Desbro makes up that position and is MP5. Good for Desbro, bad for Source, because now Source is stuck behind Pierre B. He's going to go for the move nice and early. Goes down the inside, tries to outbrake him. Pierre's probably going to go for the cutback and does successfully make the cutback. But now it's all about who wants to use more ERS. Source does get the DRS assistance. And I believe Pierre's getting it as well from Desbro in front. Is Source going to go for this? He's looking for it. He goes on the inside. He's made the move, but he's a tiny bit of contact with Desbro. Now, there's a bit more contact. Now, Desbro's slowed up there slightly. I don't know what's happened. Source has hit him again. Now, Desbro's let him go. I don't really know what's just gone on there. Now, Desbro goes deep into the corner. Nearly hits Source. That looked a bit naughty from those two drivers. And I can tell you now, neither got a penalty for that incident. Button's around. I think he's had contact with Lincoln. But neither of them got a penalty for that incident. And I believe Desbro probably should have done. Now Desbro trying to go down the inside of Fish Sticks, it looks like. And he's hit him. They're around. Contact. And I think Desbro may get in trouble for that one. And I think he did. I believe, don't count me on this, but I believe he did get some sort of reprimand. But very, very poor driving there. But we can only say, I mean, everyone's just learning the new car physics. This is just after the update came out. We got new cars, so you never know. Lincoln down the inside. Immortal is in the wall. Oh no. Oh no, Immortal's out. I think he was coming together with Lincoln. I would say it was a complete accident. RSF1 Lincoln would not take anybody out. And Immortal, I think, understands that as well. It's just an unfortunate incident. And, yeah, it's put Immortal out of the race. In the race he was doing really well in, he is now out. Now Millsy, we're on board with Millsy. At this point, it looks like he's trying to pull off the magical one-stop. Around here is very difficult. Everyone else is going for that two-stop. But he's still on the medium tyres he started the race on. Can he drag these out long enough to switch over to the soft tyres? I think he needs a couple more laps in these tyres just to get there. You can see Lincoln's there. Kachow out in the lead, but he's got to pit again. Lincoln's got to pit again. Almanzi's got to pit again. The whole field have got to pit again. And Millsy in the pits now. For his one and only pit stop. He switches onto the soft tyres. And now he's going to be incredibly fast. Ignore the de-syncing there in the lobby. And he's coming out. Is he going to get out in front of Source? He does comfortably get out in front of Source, and Millsy now has to challenge everybody in front. They all need to pit. Millsy, well, actually, I don't think they need to pit anymore. Now, it's all about Millsy attacking. Everyone else is either on worn softs or they're on... Oh, wow! Desbro's around. Desbro's made a huge mistake. No, he needs to make sure he rejoins safely. Comes slightly onto the track. I must have scared those drivers, but he's come on safely. And now you can see Kachow and Old Manzi battling. Old Manzi on the hard compound tyres, trying to go to the end on a one-stop himself, but he's gone medium hard. And you can see Kachow goes down the inside. Old Manzi doesn't fight it too hard. And now it's all up to Millsy. Can Millsy close the gap? It's all about closing that gap now. You can see Millsy down the inside. Old Manzi does not fight it that hard. Lets him go. And now it's all about Millsy closing the gap to Kachow. It's quite a big gap. He's got a 9-second time penalty Kachow has. Can Millsy close that in? And there's a yellow flag in sector 3. I think it's an Aston. It is. It's Kachow. He's made a huge error. Millsy doesn't have any time penalties. Kachow has 9 seconds. He's made a huge mistake now. It's all about to come up Millsy. Millsy's gone for the magical pit stop of going medium to softs, which no one thought was realistic and actually possible. And he is now within a chance of winning this Grand Prix. He is currently our net leader. If he gets a time penalty, he's going to put himself under a tiny bit of pressure. But right now, he has no pressure. It's all about make that move on Kachow as quick as you possibly can and take the lead and just bolt. Just get away. And Kachow makes a huge mistake. Millsy down the inside. He gains a 3-second time penalty for doing so. But he makes the move and he is in to the race lead. And you can see Old Manzi went for the move as well. Nearly went around. But Millsy into the lead of the race. Kachow is struggling since his little spin. And now you can see Lincoln, RSF1 Lincoln, about to have a go at Kachow as well. Tries to go down the inside. Is he going to make the move stick? Heavy defending there from Kachow. I'm not really sure why he's defending so hard, considering he's got more time penalties. His tyres are a little bit hot. And he is struggling. Now, it's all about, can the championship leader get himself into P2 and maybe even go for Millsy before he gets too far ahead? But Millsy's got a 3-second time penalty. Kachow's got 9. Lincoln's got 6. Old Manzi 9. Tricky Pines 9. And Fish Sticks back there with 6. And Desbro with 3. But Fish Sticks would have been my favourite to win this race if the incidents didn't happen. And Lincoln's been forced off the track by Kachow. Heavy defended. Now Old Manzi goes for the move down the inside. Old Manzi down the inside of Lincoln. Now they're side by side. And Lincoln is in the slipstream of the two cars in front. Is he going to go for the dive bomb? Old Manzi down the inside of the Aston Martin of Kachow. And he makes the move. Now Kachow is still there. Lincoln is thinking about a move. Lincoln's not going for it as of yet. He's just sat there. He's biding his time. But he needs to get past Kachow just in case Old Manzi gets away. Lincoln down the inside, which gives him the outside line for this corner. And he makes the move stick. Nice and easy. Now, we go on board with the magical house driver of RSF1 Millsy, who's done a cracking job today. One-stop strategy that we didn't think was possible, medium to soft, and he wins the Australians, about to say, the American Grand Prix here in Texas, the Circuit of the Americas. What a result. Lincoln gets P2, Old Manzi P3, Kachow P4, Trick Pines P5, Fish Sticks 6, Desbro coming home in 7th at the moment, but I believe he'll be okay. Source gets loads of time penalties, doesn't hurt Source at all. I don't think. Oh, it drops in 1 position. Pierre finishes 8th, Source 9th. Then you have Button coming home very slowly in P10. Now, some disappointing performance for Button, but he stayed in the race and he got a point out of it, so that'll do. You can see Millsy celebrating his win. Lincoln to the side. Old Manzi P3. What a race. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you've enjoyed this, please subscribe for more and leave a like. If you want to watch it live, go over to Twitch and look up RSF1 Racing. You can come watch us live 8 PM Sunday to Thursday. All of our different tiers. I hope you've enjoyed. I've been Chris12 LFC and I will see you later.